I in the already and the not yet. Paul is saying that as long as you and I keep our eyes on Jesus, we are saved.
Amen.
But not yet. Because we have the propensities to go back and do evil things. I wish you are understanding my subject here.
Yeah.
Not yet, because the danger of the believers is that he or she can still succumb to the flesh and its weaknesses and desires. Watch this now. In the already and the not yet, believers are subject to return to the flesh. It's imperative to note here, ladies and gentlemen, that if we are no longer serving the law of sin, then sanctification has to be the next step of salvation. Come and talk to me, somebody. Oh, I wish you all understood what the pastor is reading here. You know, but let me tell you a joke that is very serious. Writing sermons are not easy. It may be easy to preach, but it's not easy to write. Sometimes I'm reading for 4 hours straight, non-stop. And all the time, I'm fighting with God. I'm fighting. You have to give me something that you've never given to any other human being. You've got to give it to me. And my eyes, my socket will get out of the eye before I stop reading. And he tells me every day, that's how I want you to live. When you search me with all your heart, Greg, then you will find me.
Amen.
Did you understand what I just read? He said here, it doesn't matter how much we keep the law. I'm going to read it again. In the already and the not yet, believers are subject to return to the flesh. It's imperative to note here that if we are no longer serving the law of sin, then sanctification has to be the next step of salvation. Let me tell you what is sanctification. You look at my tie, and what do you see? A lot of spots on it, right? My tie is like the human body that has sin all over it. And because there's so much sin in us, we cannot just wake up one morning and become perfect overnight. The persons who tell you that are liars, that's the first lie they'll tell you. So what God is saying is, for those of you who are going to get baptized, you need to listen to this very carefully. Baptism is like a man in a river, in a lake, drowning. While he's drowning, he doesn't need you to give him instructions how to swim. Make sense? What he needs is for you to do what? Serve him. We are like sinners drowning in sin. The first thing Jesus does is to grab us out of sin.
Amen.
And when he grabs us out of sin, then we are safe. Now he's in full control of our lives. Then he teaches us how to live day by day. Come on, talk to me, somebody. Talk to me. Then he teaches us how to live day by day. So here's what he does. He said, man, you were smoking 5 packets of cigarettes per day. But from the time you get to know how much I love you, you are smoking. Last week you smoked 5 packets. This week you are smoking 4. He said you're doing well. Come and talk to me, somebody. Oh, you're not listening to me. I said, Bishop, he said you're doing well. Amen. When next week comes, you are smoking 3 packets of cigarettes per day. He said, whatever your name is, if your name is Grego, he said, go, Greg, go, 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 Greg, go, go, Greg, go, go, Greg, go, go. You know why he's telling me this? Because sanctification is taking place in my life. Sanctification means day by day, I'm struggling, but hey, watch me. I'm falling, I'm getting up, but I'm getting closer. Look at me now. I fall, but I get up, and I'm getting wet. I'm getting closer. And he looks at me and says, Negro, you're doing well. Let's keep on falling, but wake up, and then let's get closer. And when he looks at you one day, you wake up in the morning, and your mouth does not want the cigarette anymore. Are you listening to me? I said your mouth do not want the cigarette anymore. And you looked at him and he said, Lord, how did I get there? He said, it's by my grace. Come on, I wish somebody was listening. He said, it's my grace that has gotten you there. And then when you get there, you look back. And then you begin to sing with voices like Negroes like me who cannot sing. There is a great change since I was born. This salvation thing is sweat. The next step is sanctification. So here's what I want to say to you this morning. When you see your brother struggling, don't step upon him or her because you're struggling too. Understand that they're going through the process of sanctification. God is trying to get them where He's gotten you. Come and talk to me somebody. You've walked that way before. Don't act like you're any better. So young people, those of you who are getting baptized this morning, here's what I need you to understand. You will continue to make mistakes. Because you messed up. I'm messed up. But God will never leave you, not forsake you. He's going to still be with you. Amen. People look at me today. Beloved, let me tell you something about me that I need not to tell you. When I was 16 years old, I had a problem. Every woman I saw, I'm after them. I'm sick. That's a sickness. You take a skirt and you put it on a broomstick. I'm after it too. I joined the Seventh-day Adventist Church and I began to cry. I said, Lord, I can never overcome this problem. I will never be able to overcome this problem. And one day I almost raped a young girl in the church. I was 16 and a half years old. I almost raped the girl. The girl beat me on my finger. I just joined the church. I'm a sick man. And I began to cry. I said, Lord, you got to save me. Lord, I can't get over this problem. You've got to help me. And I could see Jesus using my sanctified imagination. He's been waiting for me to come and ask that question. Come and talk to me, somebody. He's been waiting for me to ask the question, save me. Some of you need to say, just save me. Amen. And today people look at me. I've been preaching for almost 30 years. I've never had one woman point a finger at me. Amen. You know why? It's not because of me. It's the Spirit of God in me that has turned me around. Amen. And I don't see any woman who has anything that is that precious. Amen. No woman has anything that is as precious as salvation to me. Nobody. Amen. Now don't say I'm arrogant. Those of you looking at me, don't say I'm arrogant. I'm just confident. Yeah. This is what the Spirit does for you. Give me some time. I'm going to bring this message to an end. Listen to this now. Sanctification is a dying yet living experience. Death is at work in the believer as well as life. Watch this now. In the first Adam, we all died. But in the second Adam, we all live and belong to the age to come. Amen. Where Adam messed up, Jesus picked up. I like the way I said it. I'm going to say it again. Where Adam messed up, Jesus picked up. Amen. And because of Jesus, we all can make it. Amen. There's room for every single one of us. Amen. Oh, Lord, help me. As believers, ladies and gentlemen, our outward nature is wasting away. That's what I just told you a while ago. It's dying. But in the resurrection, we all shall live. Come on, talk to me. As we suffer with Him already, then we shall rest assured. Not yet, but in the resurrection, we shall all live and be like Him. Amen. In conclusion, the divided eye will one day be the single eye. Amen. Amen. I said the divided eye one day will be the single eye. Amen. What's going to happen, preacher? One day, let me read that again. The divided eye one day will be the single eye. Amen. The eye that will serve and please the Spirit of God. Come and talk to me, somebody. Listen to this. Galatians 2:20 makes it clear. One day we shall exchange the divided eye, the eye that was against the Spirit of God. Then and only then we shall all sing, we have heard a joyful song. Jesus saves. Jesus saves. Or maybe a mighty fortress is our God, a power never failing.